Welcome to the video of cellular respiration. Cellular respiration is the process of making ATP or energy for the cell. It starts with a glucose molecule, and this glucose molecule is attacked by 2 ATP. The ATP turn into ADP, which is used up ATP, and that energy that was released from the ATP break up a glucose molecule into 2 3-carbon chains. When that 6-carbon chain breaks apart, energy released is turned into 4 ATP, or 4 ADP being turned into 4 ATP. Over here, the energy released from the breaking of the glucose molecule turns 2 NADs into 2 NADHs. This process occurs in the cytoplasm and is called glycolysis. There. The pyruvates will move into the mitochondria if oxygen is present. The rainbow-shaped clay is indicating oxygen is here in the mitochondria, which means we can move the pyruvates into the mitochondria to start what's called the Krebs cycle. The Krebs cycle starts when the pyruvate bonds with a taxi service called acetyl coenzyme A, and this taxi service takes the pyruvate for the ride of its life. The first thing it does is breaks off a carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide breaks off and turns an ADP into an ATP. Then it continues breaking down this 3-carbon chain and breaks off another carbon dioxide and turns 4 NADs into NADHs. They're over there. No, they're over. Bam. And then the last carbon is broken off and turns 1 FADH into an FADH2, releasing its last carbon dioxide. And because we made 2 pyruvates, another pyruvate goes through. So the pyruvate goes through the same process, again, breaks off another carbon dioxide, turning an ATP into an ADP into an ATP. Then another carbon dioxide breaks off, creating 4 more NADs into NADHs. The acetyl coenzyme A takes the last carbon dioxide and breaks it off, releasing the last carbon dioxide and creating another FAD into FADH2. It then waits for another one and takes us into the last step. The last step is called the electron transport chain. The electron transport chain takes all of the NADHs. So all of the NADHs from the entire glycolysis, that's ATP, you want the NADH. The NADHs come into the mitochondria, and they end up inside the inside of the mitochondria, as you can see there. And so do the FADHs. So we have this big pile of NADH and FADH. They are broken down into NADs and FADs. When this break-in happens, all of the energy that's released eventually forms into a big pile of ATP. However, all of the hydrogens that are broken off of the NAD and FADH2s will bind up with oxygen to form water, so it keeps the cell at a homeostasis. The oxygen and the hydrogens bond together, releasing the waste product water, and all of the NADs can actually, and FADs can go back into the Krebs cycle and back into glycolysis so that it can occur again. This is the process of cellular respiration toned down for an intro level area. Please rewatch the video to work through it again.